What's good? This is Trey, and the topic of this video is how to never get rejected. All right. So let's look at the word rejection. All right. Rejection means to turn down, to say no, to decline an offer. Right. Way I see it, you know, you can't really get rejected, but we're talking about approaching a woman, interacting with women, right? Like that's what we're talking about here. And as far as I can see, you can't really get rejected by a woman, right? Why? The reason why is because when you approach a woman and you interact with her, she's given like a certain amount of information, right, in the communication, in the interaction, and she has to judge you based on that amount of information. But that information that she's given is not enough for her to know you, right? So what I mean is, when you go and approach a woman, it's like you basically creating a perception of who you are in that interaction. Like literally a 5 minute or 1 minute or 10 minute interaction, you're supposed to give her, if enough information for her to know exactly who you are. Impossible, right? So the only thing you can do is like try to paint the best picture of yourself or whatever, give her the best presentation, but she can't actually reject you. She can only reject the information you've given her. This gives you a lot of power, because when a girl says no or whatever, first of all, you realize, okay, don't take this shit personal, because she's not really rejecting you. She doesn't know you. She doesn't know what lifestyle you have. She doesn't know your resources. She doesn't know who you know. She doesn't know what experiences you could give her in life. She doesn't know how you are throughout different, depending on what state you're in. She doesn't know any of that. All she knows is what's happening in that communication. So she can't reject you. She can only reject the information that's being given. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's say you walk into a club. Walk into a club with two women, two beautiful women, one on each arm. You walk into the club and you stop and you say, "Oh, I'll be right back." You go to the bar, and there's a beautiful woman at the bar. That woman was sitting like this, so she saw you come in with those two beautiful women. If you approach her, chances are she's going to be receptive and she's going to be positive and all that. Why? Because you demonstrated pre-selection. You demonstrated that you already have women, right? So you don't really need her. And what does that do? That makes her feel attraction for you, because that's a way that you would demonstrate that you are of high value, right? You already have what she could give, basically, right? Which would be her beauty and her replication value. So you already have that. So she knows now that you're not one of them thirsty dudes that's trying to get it, because you already got it, right? That's the perception created. Who knows? Those girls you might have paid them. You might have they might be hookers. We don't know who those girls are. It might be your sisters. But the information she was given, she's judging it based on that information, and she may actually be interested just off of that, right? Now let's look at it again. Let's say that you walked in, but this time you walked in by yourself and you never been in a place before, so you're kind of nervous or whatever, looking around, look unsure. Maybe you got your head down or whatever. Don't have any friends in the environment. And then you go up to her and you try to approach her, and she's seen that. She's seen how you came in looking timid and all that. She's probably gonna reject you. Why not? You're the same guy, but you gave her different information in both situations. So is she rejecting you, or is she rejecting the information given? So that's how you get good at game. That's how you get good with women, is understanding that. If you're getting a lot of no's, it means that the information you're communicating is not attractive. It's not attractive enough. It's not emotionally impactful enough to get women to respond in a positive way. So what does that mean? You have to communicate more attractive information. You have to communicate more powerful information. Basically, communication needs to become more seductive, more attractive, more interesting, right? That's all that is. So it's not so much you that she's rejecting. She's rejecting the information that you're giving. So you can't get rejected, right? Another thing is, that word is that word is designed to make people weak, right? Like, oh, you got rejected. Oh, so what does that mean? So that means I have no worth, self-worth. That means that I'm not cool because the girl said no. Not every girl is gonna say yes. Like, of course not every girl is gonna say yes. So what? So if a girl says no, is that supposed to like ruin my day? Is that supposed to mean I'm not good enough? Is that supposed to mean I should stop talking to women? Does that mean that I'm ugly? Does it mean that I'm stupid? No, it just means that one girl said no. And like I said, she's saying no to the information that she was given in that moment, right? Different situation, different presentation. She may accept your advances, right? So that's what you need to understand. It's like you need to reframe the whole rejection thing, because it's like it's set up for you to like lose, basically, right? Because they make it sound like, oh, you got rejected, like, oh, you have no value because the girl said no, or whatever, or you suck, or you're ugly, whatever. It's like, no, that's not true. It's just she's rejecting the information, right? So that's kind of what I want to say in this video, is just you reframe that stuff, because anything that's going to make you weaker, you can reframe it. You can get rid of it. You could get the word rejection out of your vocabulary, not even use that word, right? Because if it's not helping you, then what's the point of using it? You know what I'm saying? Don't use it, right? Somebody's using it around you, tell them, man, I don't even use that word, bro. Like, that shit is stupid. Nobody could reject you. You could explain it, or you could just be like, you know what, bro? Like, I ain't even really trying to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Like, maybe just don't even deal with that guy. Like, if he's using it going around talking about, you got rejected and shit like that, like, what is the point of that shit? If it's not going to move you forward, then why even have that word in your vocabulary? So, power of reframing. Just reframe the whole rejection thing. You cannot get rejected unless somebody is in your life, like really knows everything about you, and then that person says no, then I guess we might be able to call that rejection. But nobody can reject you. They're only rejecting information. They're only rejecting a presentation, and that's something that can be changed. That's something that can be improved, right? So if somebody says no, or a lot of people are saying no, you can actually do certain things to make it start getting yes, right? Improve it, make it better, make it more attractive, make it more seductive, whatever. All right, so if you're a guy that is looking to improve your dating life, you're looking to, maybe you're dealing with the topic of rejection. Maybe you find yourself getting rejected a lot, or whatever. That's what, that's why this video drew your attention. Well, let's have a conversation. Let's find out if you feel like you're getting rejected a lot, or it's not, your dating life's not going your way. Let's find out why. Let's find out what you can do differently, how you can change, how you can become a more attractive man and start getting the results you want. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.